As usual, we're doing the daily grind. Just want to put those avocado seeds into the garden, don't want to grind them. You never know, we might get another avocado tree out of it. But doing the daily grind means putting this stuff in the incinerator. Unplug this. Alright. Now, let's go feed the new biodigester design. And by the way, if you spill food waste when it's ground up, that's perfectly okay, because it just turns into soil in just a few days. Let me put this on pause. Okay, so now I gotta get this poured in. Let me take the old cap off and put this down here. Alright, so it's going to be hard to hold the phone and doing this. So why don't I pause it and then you'll know what happened. All right, so we are slowly feeding this because we're only using a 1-inch pipe to save a lot of money instead of using 2-inch pipes that we used to do. So we are very slowly feeding this. I guess if I turn this down, I do keep these things there so that I can get a greater flow. Although that's not going to do so much different than the one on the side. Anyway, can I do this without? No, I got to pause this again. All right, so far we haven't gotten any gas yet, and I don't know. It could be because the elbow with the bulkhead fitting, the 1/2-inch bulkhead fitting, may be a little too far low, and the gas may be up here and hasn't been able to come up the pipe yet. So we're going to see. It's been a couple days, but then it's been cold and rainy days too. So not sure. So here we go. Now this is not glued in. This cone, this traffic cone, is just stuck in, and it doesn't seem to be leaking at all, which is really good. Oopsie. Now, do I worry about getting messy stuff over here? No, I don't, because, and this was part of the good proof that this does, it's not going to attract any flies or roaches or so-called vermin pests. It just doesn't do that. So I'll just leave it there to demonstrate that. I think that's going to be a good demonstration. There's a lot of calcium still in this from the eggshells, but yeah, and I can leave the bucket like this too. Don't have to wash that out. So there we go. And we'll just have to wait and see when the gas starts to come up the pipe. But it's exciting. So this is what day of the week is this now? Tuesday at the end of August. I think it's August 26th. And we're experimenting with the simplest and least expensive of all Solar Cities IBC designs. And the last thing I want to say is that I always wanted a big cone like this because I want to get down deeper into the tank. That cost me $8. Normally those are 25. These are anywhere from 35 to 40. But as I was driving back today, the good Lord blessed me by calling my attention to this big traffic cone that was sitting in the weeds by the side of the road. It had been abandoned just by the side of the road in the grass. And so I pulled the car over when I found a place to pull in, and then I went running down the street and recovered this and carried it back to the car and put it in the trunk. So this was a blessing, a divine appointment to really help us. So when we continue these experiments, we can see just how far down we can get the food waste to go. And this is much wider at the as a funnel, so that would make it easier to pour stuff in than into here. But so far, looking good, and we'll get back with you once we have gas results. We know it has to produce gas. The question is, will the gas come out, or is the gas already leaking via this, and do we have to epoxy or silicone this area here? So we will find out probably by the end of the week.